All right.
Hi guys, it's Charlene again here at English Jewelers, and we have Michelle behind the camera.
Hi everyone. We had a little
Fabulous job.
having technical difficulties this
Yeah,
afternoon,
sorry about that,
so
but it's something we can't control. So
exactly.
Thank you for joining us. I've been getting a lot of feedback on school rings. We want to make sure that the kids know that they're special and they deserve their school ring, even though this world's a little bit different right now. So I've been getting a lot of emails and requests on doing a presentation on school rings. So let's do it.
Yeah, great.
So this company is Cadman. It's an awesome company. They have really good craftsmanship when they are doing the rings. So I'm going to talk about the flyers after and how we can actually order each ring. So
Awesome.
we're going to talk about the couple of little different collections they carry.
Sounds good.
This collection is called the Silhouette Collection.
Great.
As you can notice, some of the rings have 3 little stones on them. So I think they're really great because you can personalize them. So a lot of people have done them for like daughter's pride rings as well. If you want the daughter in the center and then the mom and dad on either side. So they're kind of getting a dual purpose. And then for the guys, there's sometimes, even girls, if you want just a classic band with just your school initials on it, there's this collection is definitely for you.
Yeah, that one down front with the initials is really kind of cool. It's nice and simple.
Nice and simple, and it's not too flashy, and you can wear it on your right hand. It's great.
And this is one that you could use as a daughter's pride. And you could do anything. You could put your best friends,
Absolutely.
3 best friends birthstones in there, your school colors. I'm just thinking the orange and blue from, is there an orange birthstone? But you know,
Yes,
from
color.
CEC here in Truro,
absolutely.
that you could play around with it and have a really cool custom ring.
Absolutely. There's so many ways to customize these rings. You guys will be amazed.
Yes.
And then we're going to move over to this selection next. So this collection is great for if you want a little bit more petiteness.
Okay.
This is called the Charisma collection. So also there is little stones on either side. If you just get them normal with your center stone being the main focus, and on either side they're just the cubic zirconians. And you can get your birthstone in the center, and there's lots and lots of styles. I'd say there's probably about 15 different styles in this
I'm
one.
just going to take a peek over there,
Oh,
sure.
perfect.
And I mean, we'll look at it more later, but there are
Quite a few different.
ton of different styles.
Yeah, and for people who like love the Celtic love knot and different things like that, this is the collection for you.
It's nice and, like you said, dainty, right?
Dainty, absolutely,
Ladylike.
and cute for sure.
And even stackable. Like you could, I mean, not stacking class rings because that would be a bit much.
Yes.
But you could stack them with other jewelry.
Absolutely.
It'd be very on trend with your class ring. Great.
So you'll notice, I'll show it on the bigger ones in the front once we move to the front there. But the school, for each individual school, it has around the rim of the ring,
Yes.
the stone, what the school is. So if it was CEC, it would be Colquitt Education Center. So all the schools are around the center stone of the ones in the last collection and the ones in the front.
Yes.
So the reasoning for me leaving these ones last is by far the ones in the front are called the Classic Collection.
Yeah.
And they are probably my most sold ring because they are the ones that you can personalize the most. So as you can notice on either side, there is an engraving of, it's like a casting that we do that you can pick what you want on either shoulder.
Yes.
So say you play hockey and you want the cougar on one side, you can customize either shoulder. And you pick the stone and the engraving's free. So everything that I'm going to show you that's included in the price, everything is included in the price.
Oh, that's great.
For those who don't know what antiquing means, and there's a point on the order form that says, do you want your ring antiqued? If you notice, there is a little bit of blackening in behind the ring there. So you'll see the clasp.
So it makes it contrast.
So it kind of pops it a little bit. It's like a nail polish for jewelry, if you will. It's a blackening that they do. It does come off over time, but you can easily drop it off here and we can re-antique it for you.
That's really cool.
So this
and
would
that's
be-
kind of
sorry.
the, oh, sorry, no,
Go ahead.
we like to talk over
Yes.
each other. It's kind of the classic school ring look to that antique.
Absolutely, it is. Like this would be the one, like the most traditional ring that you would get.
Yeah, I was going to say mine's pretty much kind of like this one.
I think it's nice though to have lots of options though, because I mean, we live in a world where, you know, we want to make it unique to our own style.
Exactly. And the more unique you can make it, the more you're going to appreciate it for longer.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like, okay, this is, you know, graduating from high school is a big deal.
It is a very big deal and a huge accomplishment. So congratulations, grads. It's a huge step, and you guys have been trying in these trying times. And
I think we thought that class of 21 would have it a little bit easier, but no. So
I hope it's over with by this summer. We can get back on track so you guys can enjoy your university next year.
Exactly. And the thing is, too, that say you're class of 2020 and you never got around to getting your ring last year because school closed and you didn't know what to do. We can do that too, right? You can basically have any year.
I've gone back even into the 1900s.
Oh,
wow. I know it sounds crazy, but I have ordered rings.
I was just in my head going, that's so long ago. And then I'm like, but mine is from 92.
We were graduating, for sure.
Yes.
So this is the petite. So these are the different sizes. This is the petite one. This is a classic small, medium, and large. Excuse my nails. Salons are not open right now.
We do not judge.
So, and every one of these come in 3 different types of metal. You can get them in sterling silver, white gold, and yellow gold. And they are, some of them can be offered in rose gold. If you just let me know if that's something you're interested in. They're not all the way there yet, but most of them do come in rose gold as well.
It would take a while for rose gold to make it to this this kind of jewelry, I would think. So, but that's great. Yeah.
Awesome. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys, because normally I would come to the schools and show you how to fill out this pamphlet or work with you to fill out the pamphlet. So if you guys can do the most that you can do at home before you come in, that would be great, because obviously we're going to be on the sidewalk trying to make this work for you. So obviously ring size is a very important part of the puzzle. So I will size your fingers, and trust me, parents, I'm going to be hand sanitizing the ring sizers in between every session. So on the back here is basically, it's really super straightforward. This is how you fill out the form. Before I start showing you this, I just want to show you in the inside here, this is the page for the classic. Obviously you're not going to be able to see this on the camera.
No, I'll try and get a little closer, but just like swimmer.
Exactly.
Lacrosse.
So these are showing you basically what some of the samples of what you can choose on the shoulders. Up at the top here, and you can just come up here, Michelle. These rings, if you put the rings up against it, I'm just going to grab the small here. These are actually true to size. So when you lay this on the pamphlet, you're exactly getting what you want, because I know not being able to see the samples is a huge hindrance.
Yes.
So you are basically, if you can just put your finger up against it. So the petite, the only downfall was getting the petite one, which is really cute. If you notice over here, in the middle of the section, you'll see petite shoulders only. So it's only about 1/3 of the things available, because the side of it is not very big. They don't have the small casting machine to do that small. But this classic small up, you can get any one of the things on here.
I mean, there's so many.
There's a lot to choose from. So it's so great that the kids can absolutely custom make it to exactly what they want.
Yeah, so any sport you played or interest you had, clubs, again, like we say, we're both, are we both cougars? With CEC was a cougar, so it has the cougar there. So.
And then you have your, a lot of the mascots are in here. If you, you're into different clubs as well, there's so many different options.
Even zodiac symbols, if that's something, if you're proud to be a Virgo like me.
A popular one that I really like is like the class of and the grad. These ones are really nice on one side, because it's really up in front that you're class of 2021. So it's something to be proud of, and I think it's very awesome of you guys to be getting through this crazy time we're in right now.
And this is a cool thing to highlight too, since I'm catching it on the screen. Cadman's made in Canada.
Yes, it is a Canadian company.
Which is really, something we're proud of. We're proud to support them as a company.
Absolutely. So on the back here, so there's no room for you to put your phone number. So if you guys can just jot at the top here your phone number, because your phone number is your account number here, so we can, moving forward, we'll always have access to what you had purchased, your name, your school name, and then just kind of follow the steps. It's really pretty straightforward. If you're picking one of the not classic ones, you just write in the style number here, what kind of gold you want, metal, or if you want sterling silver. And then if you choose to have 2 different shoulders, the only extra cost there would be is it's $25 to get 2 different shoulders because they have to actually cast the ring twice.
Okay.
So they charge an extra $25 to do that. So the first side, second side, and then please write down, because I would take for granted that everyone would be 2021, but sometimes it's not always the case. So if the grads from last year want to get one this year, that would be great if you could fill that in.
Awesome.
And then in the center here, they have pick your birthstone. So I don't want people to think that they have to automatically get their birthstones. They can get their school colors. They can get, if their mom is really important to them, or their dad's really important to them, or their dog's birthstone. It's whatever you want. If you like the color blue and you just want to order blue for whatever reason, you pick whatever you want.
And then there's some specialty ones here.
Ones. So we actually,
I was gonna say, I think I saw one.
We do have one.
Sorry, everybody. The camera work is faulty today.
So this is a tiger eye. So if someone, if you wanted a different kind of use specialty stone, this is one of the examples. This is the tiger eye here.
That's gorgeous.
And so after you pick what stone you want, you just icon size your finger, and then also if you want to engrave. So if you have a unique saying that you have in school with you and your friends, you can write it in there, and everything is included in the same price.
That's fantastic.
So how much do they cost, Michelle?
Well, that's a question.
So this is
People
the order.
tend to like to know that stuff.
Free is a great price.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not how much they are. So don't be scared. Gold is very high right now. We're over $1,800 an ounce right now. So the gold rings, you'll notice. So if for the classic large, you're looking at like $1,900, but in silver, you're paying $300. So obviously gold is very expensive right now. So in the classic ones, because they're really nice and strong, but the Charisma ones are not so bad. You're 4, 6s, 5s.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit more reachable.
Yeah.
And then if you'll notice these extra costs here, these are if you don't want CZs on the side that it automatically comes to with the same price, you can get little diamonds put in them. So I just take your time, go over this. So the style numbers correspond. It's pretty straightforward. And then the classic over here. I know that the pricing sheet says fall 2020, but they haven't done a new current one, and they said that the pricing stands right now, so don't worry about that when you get it.
I say it's still March 2020, isn't it? So that's all good.
So what I'm going to do, because I know we're trying to do the least amount of contact as possible, I'm going to take a price sheet in each one of the booklets here and tuck it in the middle, and I'm going to put a bunch of these out every night before I go home. So if you and your parents just want to pop in, I think we're just going to do like a Ziploc baggie on the side window there. Feel free to grab one, take it home. If you have any questions, feel free to call me here at the store, or I'm going to staple my card to this. You can email me as well.
Great.
So the much you can get done on this in the back, the better off it is for both of us, which was great.
Now, what if it's somebody who isn't in Truro? So we do school rings in Pictou County as well.
We do, and I've even had a lot of requests from the Sydney area as well. So Sydney's new to us, obviously because they're a new store. So we're working on getting those molds. So the turnover time right now, we're looking 3 to 5 weeks for these right now, only because of COVID. They're working with a skeleton crew right now. Normally it was 2 to 3 weeks. So just bear with us. This is our new world. So we're kind of saying 3 to 5 weeks. I will order them in bulk. I'll order them like twice a week, and I will obviously call you when they come in. But for those who are in Sydney, we don't have the molding, like I said, that goes around the actual stone. So it might just take another week or so. I'll confirm which school you're at and make sure that you have the right spelling around it, and we'll recast those for you guys, because we want to obviously reach out as far as we can, and we don't want you guys to not have this great opportunity to buy
Exactly.
them.
And if you're in Riverview, you can just stop in.
Yep.
They have the samples are there, all that we would normally have if our store was open.
Absolutely.
So if you're a grad in the Moncton area, you can just pop in and see John and his crew. And right? It's like this novel thing called touching things.
Exactly. So, I mean, if you're caught between a couple, obviously, when you come to the door, I'm going to keep these close by the door for the next few weeks. I can show you the sample as well. I don't want you to feel like you have to go completely blindly into this. Just come in and let me know which ones you're kind of looking at, and if I have the sample available, because I don't have all the samples, I'll happily bring it to the door for you.
That's great.
So I also confirmed today, I know normally special orders for us are not tax-free, but I spoke with my owner this morning, and he wants to do his part for the grads as well, and we are going to also honor tax-free for the grads as well.
That's amazing.
It's a huge, especially if you're talking, $200, $300, $400 for some of these rings. It's a big chunk of the pie. So that's our thank you to you guys for doing a great job and keeping this economy going. But also, all you need is $50 to secure the ring.
Okay.
So I know some people want to do some kind of layaway type payment because that's a lot chunk of change right up front.
Yes.
So come on in and we will gladly just take a $50 deposit on it and we'll order the ring in for you and you can just pay on it. Some people are paying on them until like September, October of the next year.
Yes.
We are totally fine with that. As long as you're making monthly payments on it, we're here to help you.
Exactly. And now I should clarify too that these aren't available for ordering online. So we don't have an online option. But if you go to our online store, you will see an option that says school rings. And if you click on that, it will give you a link to go to the Cadman website. And I believe that they have a lot of the selections that are in the brochure
Absolutely.
are on their website. So you can kind of pre-build and get an idea of what you're looking for.
Yes.
And then, email Charlene or pop by and get a form so that it doesn't seem so overwhelming.
Absolutely. So on the back here, you'll see there is a website. You can go on just Cadman's website.
Yep.
Or you can go on our line. And that way, because people want to know what does the actual firearm looks like if you're into rifles.
Yes.
They will have a picture of what the actual rifle will look like.
Yeah.
So you could not order in it blindly as well.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
but-
So is that all we need
That's
to know?
it. But I would
Grace?
like for those grads out there who we are on Thursday segment going to help your parents decide what
Yes.
you guys want for a gift. So we are more than happy for you guys to say, you know what, I would like to look at some pearl bracelets, or I'd like to look at diamond studs, or I want to see that new watch. You guys just let us know what we want. We're going to pull some things together that are most common for grads gifts for our parents to view. But if there's something that you guys want in particular to look at or have mom and dad look at on our next live, please feel free to comment and we'll make sure we put it in our live on Thursday.
Exactly. And we have a little bit of an update in terms of our hours for curbside pickup because our online store is open. Our managers are still in our Nova Scotia stores this week from 9 to 5 until Friday. But I was going to say and Saturday, but we're going to be closed on Saturday. So if you have a curbside pickup to pick up, you can do it between 9 and 5, Monday to Friday. Of course, today's Tuesday. So Tuesday to Friday this week. And then if we have any further updates about that information, of course, we'll be posting it on the Facebook page and sharing it as we always do.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll be back on Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. And I'm looking forward to this segment because we'll have a whole bunch of different stuff, some fun things for grads. So have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks,
See
Sharon.
ya.
Bye.